The worst ends after choosing yourself. And self-belief is unbreakable. Confidence is found in God. I've found God to be crazy love. That's what I call my gods. Crazy radical love. Because God's ways, source, the creator of the universe, its ways are not like man. So when things are not going your way, it's not for you to question it. It's going to seem crazy, outlandish, and wild. It's going to seem like that. This life will test you the more you care. The more you care, the more you're being tested. And what happens when you pass a test? You are rewarded. But a lot of people don't get to that point where they accept, pull out the chair, sit down and write the test. But it's a spiritual thing that I'm talking about. The key is care. The key is care. But in faith, you have to have faith as well. Faith without works, it ain't going nowhere. So you gotta take one step after the other, and you'll get to where you gotta be in faith. It's an inward process of self-discovery. Inner balance times gratitude, being grateful for your experiences, is the promised land. This is how you win. Being grateful for what you experience, whether it's good or bad, because it's working together for your greater experience, for your greater lesson. The shit you're supposed to pick up on, it's gonna be good and bad. It's not all one-sided. Outside in, without self-awareness, will destroy you. It creates attachments that will only weigh you down. And along where you're at it, you want to travel smooth, clean, light as possible. So when you have these different attachments that you're adding on to your life, it's only going to weigh you down. So travel light. This is not something, I'm not coming from an arrogant standpoint. This shouldn't seem like an arrogant standpoint, but if you must stand on your own square alone, do it by yourself, it might come across as though this person's cocky or arrogant or full of themselves. This is what it takes. It takes being labeled as what no one else understands. There's only one you. Your unique identity should baffle and confuse anyone who is not yourself. Should confuse anybody who is not you. It's just natural. It's a part of the growing process. It's choosing yourself and being misunderstood through the process of self-discovery. That's the whole point. The greatest ones, that's how they maneuver, that's how they move. The greatest people, that's how they move around. Alright, so high vibrations are always protected. Overcome your low vibrations at all costs. Prioritize stabilizing your feelings. Food, friends, family, music, hobbies, media, monks and yogis and people who just meditate and stuff like that, they do not require these outlets because there is still enough within to center their balance and prioritize what is most important to their spiritual growth, becoming a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. You are the vibe that you're looking for. Nobody's gonna really tell you that. You're the vibration you're looking for. You looking for love, you looking for acceptance, validations, confirmations. You are that person. You are the person you're seeking validation from. They don't want you to know this information. You're the vibe you're looking for. But the way there is hard. The way to oneself, the way to return back to your real identity is a road less traveled. A lot of people accept identities that they're given, job occupations, family requirements, different extracurricular stuff, hobbies and stuff. They take on that title as their identity, but that's not always the case. Spirit is how you appreciate value in this life. You specifically are crazy powerful. They want you wearing a mask at all costs. They be like, yeah, I got this mask for you that I just doodled on and painted up. Now I want you to wear this if we're gonna be so cool, if we're gonna be friends and stuff. Unaware of your potential and self-identity. Just know you made it this far. If you're watching this still, God has a purpose for your life because your creator can't be labeled. Your creator cannot be labeled, so your purpose on this planet is greater than you could even imagine. If you're still watching this video, chances are you resonate with this type of energy, being suppressed and mislabeled and misused by all your external sources and outlets. Walk your own path. Learn from OPM, not other people's money, other people's mistakes. Learn from other people's mistakes so you don't have to make double the amount and double the amount of time it takes you to get to where you see they may have failed or succeeded. Now, I say it's not always the greatest idea to compare and contrast your life with other people. But once again, with the grain of salt, don't just take the whole buffet. Sometimes people are allergic to things. You could be allergic and not know when it comes to this spiritual stuff. All right? Pleasing God is the most valuable credit you can receive on this planet. There's no other audience. You could have 2 views on your shit. You could be performing in front of a blank auditorium or a blank arena. God is the audience that will never leave. Packed out show every time. The source creator is all you must please, and that can also be found within yourself. It's a spark that almost all of us have, that all of us do have. It's a spark that all of us have, but only certain people look within and really, dive deep and get to the roots of who they truly are and unlock those blessings, So cloud of blessings come from above. So whatever you're seeking, the reward system comes from the Most High. It's nowhere else. You looking left to right, all these different, pulling on people's coattails, asking for people to put you on. You're looking for approval, likes, comments. All that shit don't matter, bro. What matters is how you feel within yourself, the growth and progress you're making consistently. Because consistency is what creates a beast, is what creates the hero. And nobody's coming to save you. You must save yourself. And it's already within you. This video is simply a reminder for you to return to self in confidence, in faith. So when you accept yourself, the worst comes to an end. That's what I'm trying to summarize. You have your own path to maneuver and travel, So sticking your neck in everybody else's business is not always the best way to self-enlightenment. Sometimes it's cool to mind your business, even if nobody else approves. They may think you a nerd, they may think you goofy, this and that. It doesn't matter, bro. What matters most is how you feel within yourself to carry out your next energetic duty, activity. You feel me? Energy. This energy requires focus. It's like once you choose your direction and you align your compass, cool. Now you have a clear path, a sense of direction that you're heading in. You're going to be faced with challenges the more you choose yourself. But this is the reward that is truly worth it. God will test you according to what you feel you deserve. If you feel you deserve certain things and, experiences, God, the source, creator, will test you to determine, are you worthy? Or are you just bluffing? You just pump faking? What's the verdict? How bad do you want it? That's what it comes down to, for real. How bad do you want it? And it starts with self. You gotta really lock in with you. I'm not trying to make this sound like a drill sergeant, but it is what it is. I traveled through my steps. I've taken my steps to get to where I am now today. And I'm able to definitely relay these messages and let you know that choosing yourself is like a shortcut without the detours. It's just you're cutting out the bullshit when you choose yourself. You are the currency of your own experiences. If you're looking for some form of energy exchange, you are that underlying factor. The foundation is you, yourself. It's not a job or an occupation. You are all you need for all possibilities to unfold. Believe in yourself. You can only trust the process once you are aligned. That's what people miss out on. It's like trust the process, but you could be doing anything. No train travels without tracks. You need alignment. That alignment comes through spiritual recognition. Realizing you're a spirit first. Because not all of us are the same, bruh. Not all of us are the same. Not all of us are doing the same things. You know, different strokes. It's different strokes for different folks. But you must believe in yourself. Above all else, believe in yourself. The more experience that you have, the further you get. Take risks in the direction you feel fit. That way the energy you get back will be clear. It's not someone else telling you go that way. You tie up your own shoes and you embark on your own journey. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So it starts with the first step, and I know it could be damn near, it could be getting out of bed, it could be going to the gym, it could be eating right, cleaner, less toxic music, less toxic friends. It could be anything, but the journey starts with that first step, and that first step is the most difficult. But once you overcome that, you begin your race, you begin your marathon. Wins and losses are based on your perception. How are you translating these things? You only lose when you quit, because everything has a message. Everything can teach you a lesson. Almost everything can teach you something about yourself. So the good, the bad, the ugly, is all to condition you for where you see yourself. If you don't vision yourself, it starts up here, bro. And if you don't see yourself being somewhere, how can you get there? It's like reverse engineering. You gotta back step, you gotta backtrack your steps. Faith will guide you to checkpoints and gains if you're on track. Losses just become lessons learned. So don't be hard on yourself, be easy on yourself. Because you are, at the end of the day, you are all you have. You could be book smart, but most people would agree, street smarts is more navigational. You can operate more and move off a pivot, as opposed to something that is created within confines of regulations and rules that you must obey. It's like streets is get it how you live. Freedom to do what you want, but it's consequences. So establish a balance between these two. Because books are what you're meant to be living. So don't get those two things twisted. Street smarts and book smarts, they coexist. They go hand in hand. It's already within you. Reason you're able to create your own analysis off of what you read and pick up on is because it's already within you. You just need to re-spark. You just need to re-spark the idea of whatever it is you're translating. Words become stories, like footsteps become journeys. Asking questions is very key to stabilizing energy. Ask yourself. Very important stuff. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, when I say whatever you think is God is real, beyond real, beyond real. The universe is active. The ethers is active. You can't see the air, but it's stabilizing your ass. It's keeping your lungs conditioned. It's the same way God is. We take it for granted, but it's automatic. It surrounds us. It's all over the place. There's nothing you can do to fight the source creation. But I guess some entities, some fallen angels try to do that. They learn the hard way. They take the detour. But when you choose yourself in faith, trusting your creator, it's like you're cutting out the bullshit, bro. You're getting to the real value of this life experience. So have faith in your questions and God will answer them. I promise. Have faith in your questions. Don't think, oh, this is a stupid question. God's not gonna hear me. You gotta move like you already know. That way, the energy you give out will be returned. I swear. Please believe in yourself. You're never alone. You're never alone. In spirit, and what you perceive as physical ain't even all the way physical. So truly, you're never alone, bro. You just gotta tap into this thing. Alright? The air you breathe is in unison with the essence of all that is, your very own existence. So just live your life. Live your life. If you set your life up with good intentions, Don't do nobody harm. For real, walk your own path. Mind your business. Pop out when it's important to you, somebody you respect. You know, you could live a very beautiful life. When people say life's short, no, bro. If you live it the right way, trust me, you can milk this thing. And I just want you to see your full potential is every day. It's in every moment. You feel me? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Raise your vibration, man. Do something you love. All right, till next time, man. Peace.